Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will put total weather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. Snags it quickly on the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gamecocks are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, it's pretty good.
And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Bust through behind his pad. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. first play of the period will be a second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the back. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina, number 8.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to South Alabama. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Touchdown, South Carolina! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And it's good from 58 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators are rolling down the field. Going to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play. That is how it's done on third down. It's true. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of one. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Thrust that arm out. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around. That last drive for the touchdown, Jesse, they got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught over the middle. It's Hauser. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This time, it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Trying to slam in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
South Carolina, 31, Florida, 12.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
From the gun, fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on. They build this lead here in the fourth, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He just won't take a big hit, slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take it.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snaps it in the shotgun. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the option, the pitch. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and calls it a fumble.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
He's got it. First down and more. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Ready. Football 7. Football. Pace. 27. Jump. 6 propane. 6 propane.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.